Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please like and subscribe, and if you've been here before, we're doing something a little different. We are going to take it back to the basics, to the very basics, the beginning, and we're going to teach you some stuff. What? I know, I never do. So if you're a beginner doing eye makeup, few things you should know as in terminology and whatnot. This is the brow bone. This is the crease right here. You won't see it when your eyes are open. And then this is your lid right here. So lid, crease, brow bone. Okay? Then you have your outer third and your inner corner. This is still referred to as lid space, but sometimes I say your second or your middle because it can be confusing. So you have your brow bone, your crease, your lid, outer third, inner corner, still lid, and then your lower lash line. To create any basic eye look, very simple, you're probably going to want at least 2 brushes. A blending brush that you can use to blend out your colors, and a packing brush. At least to start off with, those are going to be the 2 that you want for makeup. Then once you get into like a little bit more detail, okay, first of all, you're probably going to need either an eyeshadow primer, which I have. I just don't like it very much, but we'll use it today on one eye. And then I usually use concealer. It depends on the eyeshadow primer, how that affects the eyeshadow. Most of the time it blocks out all the color on your eyes, all the discoloration, and then it's kind of tacky and allows for the shadow to stick. I like concealer just a little bit more because it blocks out a little bit more, making your skin tone even. And if you go in with a light enough concealer, not only does it help the colors show up better, but you know, it's just like paper. The color's going to show up even better on white paper than it does on like blue construction paper. So the lighter you can get your eyelid, the better. See the difference? This just cancels out a little bit more color. This side's still a little tacky though, so it might make the eyeshadow stick better. I'm going to go in with this palette, but really all you need is a good 3-pan palette to start off with. You can get one at the drugstore, the Dollar Tree, anything. If you can find a 3-pan palette, all you're going to need is a shade semi-close to your actual skin tone, like maybe a shade or 2 off, but you're going to want something close to your skin tone. That guy right there. And even though I'm tapping into it like that, I'm tapping off the excess because it's a lot easier to build up than it is to blend out. So if you go in too heavy, it's going to be harder to fix than if you go in too light and have to build up. Try and tap it off, just so you don't look crazy or wild, because some shades can be way more pigmented than you think, and then you're like, especially blacks or dark browns, you just want to be careful. Another good trick is if you're struggling with this shade, this first shade, you can always get a nude lipstick, and whatever looks best on your lips is probably going to look good on your eyes. So if you want to go a little bit darker or smokier, take your favorite nude lipstick and take your eyeshadow collection and find whatever matches it the closest, and I guarantee you you'll like that as the first shade you lay down on your eye. Okay. I've built that up very slightly. I haven't gone in too heavy on either side. Second shade is going to be darker than your lid shade, and it can range anywhere from black to like literally just a shade darker or two. This shade, and most 3-pan palettes have these, like something that's fairly close to your skin tone, a darker shade, and then a lighter shade. So I'm going to take this very lightly on this little brush, and I'm going to tap out. I'm going to take it and tap out, and then I'm going to put it on the outer corner, the outer third. I'm just going to blend it very lightly into my corner. You can go into the crease just a little bit, but you want to keep it on that outer third, basically. Always remember to tap out though, because like I said, it's a lot easier to build up than it is to go back. And sometimes where people have trouble is they go in a little too heavy-handed at first, and Lord knows I've done it. When you go in too heavy-handed, then you're stuck with all this pigment and no lid space. Also, if you're a beginner at eyeshadow, if you're not really comfortable with it, I also suggest you do it before your face makeup. That way if you have fallout, it won't fall on your face makeup. If you have trouble with fallout as a beginner, I suggest you do your eye makeup before your face makeup. And I was someone who never did that, but now doing YouTube, just to be on the safe side, not having to go back to do my face makeup makes it really nice, or not having to struggle with fallout on my face is really nice, because I didn't really have that trouble a whole lot, but I also didn't dig into some brighter colors very much. So thirdly, you're gonna want like a lighter shade than your skin tone. Preferably, this is personal preference, but I prefer like a lighter shimmery shade, but it really doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a lighter shimmery shade. It can be totally matte, but yeah, I prefer a shimmery shade, so I'm going to go into that one on a packing brush. And if you're a beginner, you don't have to, because if you're a beginner, you probably don't have a setting spray. But any setting spray, even water in a spray bottle, will work. I mean, you don't want to dip your brush in water, because that would be bad. But the mist, like just dampness of the brush, will help the shimmer stick better. And then you have a very nice look, and it literally took 3 colors. So if you're just beginning and you don't know, you're not sure, then that's always a good place to start. And you usually little 3-pan palettes have those colors in there for you, and they're very basic for you to start off with and very easy to learn. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and thought it was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!